Welcome back to Scotty's Hobbies. Today we're going to be using these Phoenix Systems cooling testing and brake fluid system testing strips. You'll be able to find these in the link in the description below. And also, if you don't need a whole pack of them, if you shoot me a text or hopefully check out the website, scottishobbies.com, I'll sell these as singles for like $4, ship them out to you. You might not need 15 test strips at one time, but I'll sell them to you as singles. So what we're going to do is check the brake fluid system on this vehicle. What this test strip does, there's two different sides to it. One side is the cooling system and the other side is the brake fluid check. After you dip it into the brake fluid, you're going to test it or compare it to the chart that you have right here, make sure it's right side, to the chart that is on this card. These cards also come in that package as well. So if you buy these from me, I'll send you a test strip and a card to compare. On the flip side is the cooling system check. If you do use these on the cooling system side, make sure you are testing a cold cooling system. Don't ever test a hot cooling system. Better safe than sorry. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to ruin the strip, but more importantly, you do not want to hurt yourself. So make sure you test a cold cooling system. But again, back to the brake system on this. Now, if your moisture content gets too high in the brake fluid system or in the braking system, that will cause corrosion or breakdown of the metals in the brake lines, also the calipers and your wheel cylinders. That stuff will start to corrode away and cause the brakes fluid to not work properly. That will make the vehicle take longer to stop. And if you're towing something, if you have ABS, or if you're stopping fast, driving fast, stuff like that, you always want to make sure you replace the brake fluid when it gets to about 2% moisture content. It is recommended for like more of a higher use vehicle, such as towing, speed, stopping. Over 2% should be replaced, but the standard is 3%. If you get to 3% moisture content, always just get it replaced. On another video, I'm going to be testing the actual moisture content. In this video, we're going to be using these strips to test the corrosion content that is caused because of the moisture in the system. Let's do this real fast using these Phoenix Systems testing strips. I'm going to go ahead and just set the test strip right here. All we're going to do is dip the brake fluid testing strip side into the brake fluid reservoir. I also like to take a sample from a rear caliper to test this when I'm doing a rear brake job, just so I know that the whole system is good. And you'll find that the results from a caliper are way different sometimes than what you'll find in the reservoir. So all we're going to do is dip it in there real fast, and it takes 90 seconds to get your actual reading. Brake fluid reservoir cap off. Gonna dip the strip in, and now we're just gonna wait 90 seconds. So thanks to editing, we'll speed this up a little bit. Okay, so we've waited the 90 seconds, actually about 2 or 3 minutes, and you can see on the test strip, it's kind of hard to see actually, the first one, here on the first one is 0 corrosion, 10, 30, and over here it says replace brake fluid if it gets that to the 300 or the 200. You can see this one is really, really light, and all you're going to do is hold it to the card and compare where your brake fluid is testing at to see if it needs to be replaced. This one seems to be doing really, really good. Now, if we were doing the cooling system check, all we would do is flip your card over. We would dip it this side into the cooling system and compare the results to here. This vehicle is a little bit hot right now, so we're not going to do the actual cooling system test, but as long as you stay tuned to Scotty's Hobbies, we will be uploading another one of these videos testing the cooling system side super soon. If you need one of these testing strips, again, check out scottishobbies.com. Hopefully we'll get that going soon, or just shoot me a text and I'll shoot you a PayPal invoice and I'll sell you these testing strips. You'll get a card and a strip, everything brand new, for $4. Let me show you the difference between the reservoir and the actual caliper in the back. Take a look at this. So right here, this was the test strip right here, the brake fluid, and if you compare it, let me get it, pick it up. If you compare it to the chart on the card, look at it, it was really good, maybe 10 parts per million. Now this card right here, this test strip right here, look at the difference between the rear caliper brake fluid and the brake fluid that was up at the reservoir. This was the little bottle that I took, or is the sample of the rear caliper. Look at the difference. So when you're using these test strips to get a real accurate reading, you might want to take a test or a sample from a rear caliper or a rear wheel cylinder, something like that, to actually get an accurate reading using these Phoenix system cooling and brake system test strips. I really like these. They're a really good visual aid of seeing your corrosion and your pH in your cooling system. And if you have a shop, if you're not doing this at home, if you're at a shop, this would be a really good visual aid to sell these services. And if you're at home, you got a single vehicle or whatnot, and you don't need to buy a packet of these test strips, again, shoot me a text or look for a link in the description below to where you could purchase these. I'll sell each strip and test card, a little combination, for $4. Each card or each test strip has a brake fluid testing side and a cooling system testing side. Keep stumbling on my tongue. But these things, these test strips come in really handy when you're trying to maintain your vehicle. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. I hope this video helps you out, and I hope these test strips help you out. I'll see you guys on the next hopefully helpful video.